Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uncle Matt's Cookery Lessons. I'm going to be making a Chicken Kiev. Oh, I'm going to be making Chicken Kiev. Nice. So let's start with garlic butter. I've got some garlic and some salt, some parsley, and I'm going to pick some thyme using my pestle and mortar, and I'm just going to get smashing away at that. I like the fact that the parsley the herbs bleed the colour and makes the butter go a really nice colour. So the butter I've got about to go in is at room temperature. You'll find it a lot easier that way. And you could always do this in your food processor if you don't have a pestle and mortar, but I like it this way. I found the butter getting a bit tricky there, so I took that thing out and I go in with a spoon just to finish mixing that. And there will be some people that have been watching my videos for a rather long time and say, I think Uncle Matt, you did this before. Yeah, you're right, I did a long time ago. And it's just another one of those videos I think I can do better. And, you know, it doesn't get any views anymore, so Chicken Kiev is such a lovely thing. Let's see if I can do a bit better justice to the dish. So you can see me trying to form a shape with this butter. Trying to get a rectangular shape because I'm going to make a slot, like a hole, a pocket if you like, in the chicken for which to insert this butter. So once I sort of think I've got that to the shape I want it and the dimensions, I'm going to pop that in a freezer and get it proper solid before it goes into the chicken. Now, so here's a chicken breast without the skin, but it does have the tender or the fillet on there, so that comes off. We're going to use that sort of to patch up the end where the hole is. So a little tidy up of the breast, just any bits of sinew, get that off. Now butterfly the tender like so. You will need a nice long thin sharp knife for doing this job. That is quite important. And we're going to bash that out. So some cling film goes down, cover that over, get me whacker out and beat your meat until it is really nice and super thin, like so. Put that to one side. Now let's make the pocket. So this is a technique that I like. It's sort of, in my mind, the butter then should be completely contained in the chicken and less of the garlic butter should come out. That's the idea behind it. But what you've got to do, you've got to be really careful that you don't stab and go through and, you know, break the outside surface of the breast, because then you're going to give the butter somewhere to escape from. You know, some of it's going to come out anyway, but you know, you try to keep as much of it in there as possible. So you can see me very delicately working away. And I know that looks a bit gross, but you know, I just wanted to make sure that the hole was right. So that's my now solid butter, and I've realised straight away, okay, that's a bit big. The dimensions are off, so let's trim some of that off there, so that we can fit that in there. And then let's just go and get that in there. And oh no, hang on, it's still a bit big. So just trim a bit more off, Uncle Matt. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go to waste. That garlic butter's in my fridge. That's going to go on vegetables and potatoes and all sorts of lovely stuff. And now we should be able to insert that butter into this chicken and just persevere. It's going to go. It's going to go. If you made the pocket deep enough, just try to squidge it in then at the end. As much in there as you possibly can. While you see me messing around with that, history of this thing, it's a bit vague. There's lots of different claims. No one seems to know. The Russians claim it. The Ukrainians are claiming it. Even the French are claiming it. It's 18th century. The chances are it was invented by a Russian. The Ukrainians decided to put the garlic butter into it, and it was served in sort of those Russian, Ukrainian style restaurants in Europe. There you go. That's about my best guess of the origins of Chicken Kiev. And there you go, while I was explaining that, you can see me sort of faff about and just about get a load of that butter into the chicken. And that's the idea for the tender. I like to wrap it over the end, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you can see, can't you? Look, that looks like it's going to be pretty good. That's going to work. So now to pane. I've edited this down a bit because I'm sure you all know how to pane. I've done it a trillion times on this channel, and I want my videos not to be too long. I decided to use panko crumb this time. I believe that's a mistake. I think the finer crumb would have been better. Are panko crumbs all that? It depends. you get a lovely texture and it looks great at the end, but it's quite hard to work with here, so you might want to use a finer crumb. But there you go, double panade. That went in the freezer for a little while, just to like 10 minutes or so, to really set that butter again. And we start off in a pan and we're shallow frying, but obviously that does mean quite a lot of oil. Half a centimetre, quarter inch of oil in the pan. Get that lovely and golden brown all over, and then into the oven for about 20 minutes. That was about 200 degrees the oven, which is close to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That was 20 minutes. Give it a couple of minutes just to rest, and then let's see, shall we? Ooh, okay, how nice is it inside? Is it nice? So, oh yes, juicy, beautiful, vibrant green herbs, and you can see there sort of oozing out now and butteriness. There it is, and you'll see in a minute it does keep seeping out, and it's a puddle in the plate. Anyway, over to me for the tasting. If you've only ever had chicken Kiev out of a packet, which is very, very nice, by the way, I do recommend you, once in your life, have a go at making your own. It's that, I don't know, it's just yummier. The chicken has just absorbed that, that garlic butter intense flavour. You could change that up, you could put some spices in there if you want, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Let's have one more bit. So, like that one, and you fancy giving Chicken Kiev a go, please do. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see here, occasionally give me a thumbs up, or making a comment, or even subscribing. It really helps. So if you don't mind, if you think that there's some content here that's of reasonable quality, then I would really appreciate it. Anyway, see you in the next one. Come real soon. Bye.